Welcome back to another episode of Jay Hunto's Garage. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Hot Wheels Warpath. This car was on display and for sale at an antique store I was recently at with the wife. And when I saw this car, man, it just made me remember playing with these at my grandma's house when I was a kid. I've seen all kinds of Hot Wheels. None of them ever made me think about what I was doing when at my grandma's house. They just don't bring back the memories like this one did. So I went ahead and bought that. Ended up buying it on eBay because everybody knows stuff at the antique store is usually overpriced. So I got a couple of them on eBay. This one was actually damaged. So I used this one to practice painting on. I went ahead and bought an airbrush, and it really got me launched into the diecast restoration and customization hobby. I'm actually really enjoying it. Now, this particular casting was made in 1969, so I thought that these might be worth something, but they're not. Not this particular model anyway. So I decided to go ahead and restore this one. You can see the other one in the background I've already stripped, and just drilling out the rivets on the bottom, and then they just come right apart. There's, including the wheels, maybe 6 pieces, and that's pretty typical. Now getting the all the parts together, getting them cleaned is usually first priority. And this one, you can actually see how damaged it was in the back. This one was fine, other than it just had wear. Shoot, this is probably what the car looked like after I got done playing with it. So into the stripper it goes, and out it comes as a gooey mess. Luckily the paint mainly stays in the jar, and cleaning it is pretty much just scraping it off with a wire brush and running it under some hot soapy water, cleaning it off good. So they're both stripped, and there's a wire brush, so it just comes right off with the stripper. I use a stripper that smells disgusting. I know they have citrus strip, and that probably smells like oranges or something, I don't know, but this stuff smells toxic. It's nasty. Use in a well ventilated area. So this body prep usually involves a wire brush and getting the using the rotary tool just to get more, just as much off of the casting as you possibly can. As you can see, the paint comes off really easy. Then after a good wash up, it's good to go. Ready for primer. Now this one was damaged. You can see how right back there it's kind of misaligned. I went ahead and straightened that out, and it actually straightened up pretty good. So priming and sanding is usually the most you've got to do to these things. Some guys do electroplating, some guys zinc plate them, and I'm not going to get into that. If you're going to do something with Spectraflame, which is a transparent paint, then yeah, you'll want to make sure that the surface is prepped correctly and you don't have any color variations that'll come through. But these are just going to get primer. That primer. Fine surface primer. So once you put them up on the rack here, you just spray the primer rather, and make sure you cover all areas, and it's just get a good layer, even coat everywhere is usually the goal. And it dries pretty quick, and it will show you anything on the body that you've got to fix. I didn't spend too much time on these. Now for the bases, they are just metal bases. Some bases are plastic, so I just use a little bit of metal polish, and that cleans them up pretty darn good. My goal is not to get a mirror shine, as they didn't come with a mirror shine, so I just clean them up till they look better. than they did. As far as the windshield glass goes, just a quick cleanup with some polish, and that's about all I do. Some guys dunk them in clear floor polish, and I've recently started doing that, but I didn't really see a need to do it on these. These are okay. One's a little better than the other, but those are all right. And as far as the interior goes, the interior is pretty sparse on these. It's just black, so you can go nuts if you want to in detailing these and making gauges and adding seat color and carpet color and roll bars and all that stuff. I wasn't doing all that. This is not that kind of project to me. I did see one guy actually do a custom of one of these where he put a big honking motor sticking out of the top and the back of it, which was pretty cool. It's about the only time I've ever seen this. And as far as the casting design goes, I think it's great. I'm not sure why there isn't more videos on this, honestly, because it's such a cool design. And with everything primered, I just give them a light sand, and then the wheels, you gotta decide what you're gonna do with the wheels. And the one that I actually took the wheels off on, you've gotta add something to retain the wheels and just make sure they don't move around. So not usually, on this project, I used a piece of styrene. Some of them come with a rectangle shaped suspension, they call it, that's anchored in the middle. So I tried to replicate that as much as possible with this. But it's not, there's not any set way to do it. There it is. No set way to do it. Just do whatever works and whatever keeps the wheels in and lets the thing roll. So I'm using this Wicked Jet black paint from Createx, and there's my airbrush, and give it a little bit of thinning. I'm being brave and mixing it in the cup rather than in something else and then pouring it in the cup. This is pretty much, I mean, not really take too many things seriously with this because these are just die-cast cars. Oh, you can always strip them again later, and there's not much time or material loss in doing that. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and check out our diecast playlist on the YouTube channel. Also, Project Oddball, which oddly enough is right behind me in the garage, and I'll be back to work on that here shortly. I've got a little hurdle to get over. Once I do that, the regular videos will be coming back to that. So here it is. That guy's painted. It's looking good. Probably throw some clear coat on it like that. The clear I've been using comes right out of a spray can, and I forget who makes it, but it comes out pretty good. And then here's the white after clear coat. Yeah, Kim does really nice job on that. So once you get everything fitted, that's pretty much it. I like to tap the holes where the rivets used to be, and then put in a screw. So here we got chrome from a chrome paint pen that is really good for touching up those wheels. And the black one looks pretty cool with these wheels. Look kind of like Magnum 500s from a 69, 70 Mustang. And here they are with the decals that I ordered online for this project. These were actually very good quality. I ordered some previously and they weren't good quality, but these look great. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll check out our diecast playlist with different types of cars, different types of projects. So thanks, and have a great day.